Okay, hello and welcome. Okay, so let's get into business. As you can see, I'm not using the previous scene we had. I imported my drone controller from the asset store. It's the same, everything is the same, just the scene is a little bit different. And I'm using this drone that you will get in the packet. I will provide a link down in the description from the asset store. Okay, so let's go. So everything is the same as it was before, just I have the different scene, that's all. Which you can get from the asset store link if you didn't catch that. Okay, so we're gonna go at today we're gonna be adding a gun. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna go into drone. We're gonna go right click, create empty. We're gonna position it somewhere so it's accordingly forward here a little bit in front, so we don't get that collision from the. Okay, and we're gonna name it drone gun. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and collapse these. We're gonna go ahead and add a new component which we're gonna create and call it drone gun script. Of course, we're doing this in C#. Wait for it to compile and hit open. Okay, first of all, we're gonna go void update. We're gonna create a method called shooting bullets, which we will create down here, shooting bullets. Okay, and we're gonna need a few variables here. The first one is going to be, of course, public transform gun transform, which we'll call like that. Public float. We're gonna need a bullet prefab, which we'll create later. Actually, it's not a float, it's a game object. After that, we go ahead and create public float fire rate, which will be the fire rate of our gun. I will ballpark it around 6. I think it will be pretty much okay. And the last but not least, we're gonna have a private float wait till next fire, and it's gonna be 0. We're not gonna change that. Okay, so in shooting bullets method, we want to create our input and counter that will count this fire rate and wait till next fire. Okay, so let's go. If input, since we're having our keys on W, ASAD, and IJKL, we're gonna shoot it with Q, so it's somewhat natural to our keyboard since we're not using the mouse. So we're gonna go input dot get key code dot Q, and if we do get key queued, we want if wait till next fire is less or equal to 0, then 0. We want to instantiate our bullet prefab, comma, gun transform the position, comma, gun transform the rotation. Close that. And we want to set the wait till next fire equal to 1. So when we shoot, when we hit Q, wait till next fire will be 1. It won't shoot again until wait till next fire is less or equal to 0. So out of this if statement, we want to say wait till next fire. We're gonna decrement this, so wait till next fire, I'm sorry, minus equal fire rate times time the delta time, so we get the seconds actually. If we put 1, it will decrease every 1 second, and if we put fire rate, it will shoot 6 times faster. Okay, so let's go into our Unity. Let it compile. We're going to go ahead and create ourselves a bullet prefab. So I'm just gonna go actually and right click on the hierarchy, 3D object, cube. I'm gonna scale it a lot down so it's something like this actually. Scale accordingly, scale to the drone. It's going to be somewhat of a sci-fi bullet, so this is going to be just fine. I will turn the mesh render off just so we don't have to watch it. Actually, I'll scale it a little bit. Okay. Next thing, we want to add the rigid body onto the bullet. And that's it. I will just set the collision to continuous, so we get a collisions afterwards. We're gonna need it. Okay, so I'm going to add the particle system to our bullet. Let's go ahead and call it bullet prefab, like this. Let's go into our particles. Let's go ahead and change the duration to 2. Start speed to 0. I want to set the simulation space to world, since we're going to emit this on distance. So I'll show you now. If I were to drag it forward, it will create somewhat of the particles only when it's moving. So yes. Okay, so we're gonna go rate of, I don't know, I'll leave it to 10. Max particle, okay. This is all okay. I want to change the shape of it to the edge, so it emits from one point. I'll just scale it down like so, so we get the nice angle. Okay. We start lifetime, so I'm just gonna set to 1.15. I think that is the best, so it looks like it's moving. Also, we want to set the size over the lifetime, which is this, and we're gonna set it just to decrease slowly over the curved time. So if I were to move it forward, you see it looks like it's a sci-fi bullet. And yeah, let's actually, okay, I think this is going to be okay. And I just want to change the color, start color to the somewhat darkish green, something like this. Okay, that should be about it. Okay, let's go ahead and, if you drag and drop your bullet prefab onto the project, you will create a prefab, which we can use to instantiate. Let's go to our drone, red, or whichever you have. We want to assign the bullet prefab onto the one we made, and don't forget to connect the drone gun to the gun transform, and that should be it. So if I were to hit play, if I hit Q, I create these, which just fall down because we don't have a script for them yet, but it actually works, as you can see. Okay, let me see the time. Now we're 8 minutes. Okay, so I'll quit my video here. In the next one we will cover the bullet's movement and the probably hit damage on the object. So stay tuned, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.